Big 12 North versus Big 12 South, SEC versus the Longhorn Network. We'll stick with the basics. An unranked Missouri versus 21st ranked Texas. The only Big 12 team Gary Pinkel has yet to beat. Tigers and the Longhorns. It is a chilly Saturday morning at Faurot Field. I'm not ready for this, but the Tigers are. First possession for Mizzou. James Franklin to Damian Washington, but fumble on the play, and Texas recovers. This would eventually lead to a field goal, putting Texas on the board 3-0. And later, first quarter defense for Mizzou. Luke Lambert, and boom! With the hit, 3-and-out Texas. Look who it is, David Freese, World Series MVP for the St. Louis Cardinals, bringing some luck to the Tigers. Second quarter, Franklin to TJ Moe for the long ball, and this would put them at the Missouri 5. And later on, this sets up Franklin for a touchdown run right here. This puts the Tigers on the board 7-3 in the first. And later in the second, former Jeff City J Terrell Rosano with the quarterback sack on David Ash. I would not want to be Ash right there. And right before half, everybody's excited. It's show time, literally. Kendall Lawrence, showtime, with the 35-yard touchdown run. 18 carries for 105 yards, 14-3 Tigers heading into the tunnel. And second half action, special teams. Eric Waters with the block punt recovered in the red zone. This would lead to Missouri field goal, and this puts them up 17-3. But Mizzou with the lead, but unfortunately the story of the game, Henry Josie with a season-ending knee injury, a triple tear of his MCL, ACL, and patellar tendon. He was the leading rusher in the Big 12. It is just a blow to the season, and it was heartbreaking to watch him come off the field. Fourth quarter, Mizzou running down the clock. Franklin takes it himself as the cherry on top of this victory. Missouri wins 17-5. Mizzou leaves the SEC with a victory over every opponent in the Big 12. Gary Pinkel is victorious.
It doesn't really mean much, you know. We got a lot of things that we're trying to accomplish this year, like get bowl eligible. So, you know, I just look at it as another win to, you know, fight towards getting bowl eligible.
Well, to be honest, that really doesn't. I don't really think about that. I'm from Texas, and we beat Texas, but it's definitely nice. I know a lot of the guys that were from Texas, they were talking about it and joking around about it, and they really enjoyed it. But I just saw it as another game.
Being from here, being from Kansas City, I know how much Missouri hates Texas and hates Kansas and all the rivalries that we have. So it was fun to play in it for my first time playing Texas.
You know, a lot of us is just consistency. You know, we gave up the big play, and that's one thing we had to cut down on. You know, they hit us with a couple of big ones there in the beginning, but I think we did a pretty good job playing consistent football over the whole game.
And in more Big 12 action, Oklahoma State put a hurt on Texas Tech, 66-6. Sooners looking for a trip to that national championship. Tech visits the Missouri Tigers next week, and Baylor at Kansas. Kansas blew a huge halftime lead. Baylor scored 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, took the game to overtime. KU went for 2 at the end of the first overtime to win and didn't convert. Lost 31-30 to Baylor. Texas A&M visiting K-State, and after 4 overtimes, K-State gets that W in Manhattan, 53-50. And it's do or die on the high school football season. 6 Midmo high school football teams played to keep their seasons alive in the state quarterfinals. Class 2, Macon is visiting Blair Oaks. Second quarter, Macon quarterback Dylan Perrin passes to Jacob Linear for 51 yards. This would set up Perrin here. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. And this would set up Perrin with the quarterback sneak. Macon is up 7-0. Fans love that. Second quarter, Falcons quarterback Daniel Castillo finds Logan Backs for a touchdown. 7-7, all tied up, end of the first half. And later on in the third quarter, Castillo, he pitches it to Derek Otto, who passes to Ben Cooper for this lovely little Blair Oaks touchdown. Blair Oaks up 14-7. Fourth quarter, down to the wire, Otto with a 22-yard touchdown run. Blair Oaks are up 21-7. Final score, Blair Oaks beats Macon 27-14. Higginsville travels to Blair Oaks next week for the semis. And Osage visits North Callaway with those lovely beards. First quarter, welcome to the Jared Edwards Show. Here he runs for 81 yards after this punt return for a touchdown. Osage is up 6-0. And he's just so fresh and so clean shaven. Second quarter, Osage quarterback Bo Dean with a 63-yard touchdown pass to Edwards. 28-0 Indians. And I'm telling you, Jared Edwards is the man of the hour. Third quarter, Dean swing pass to Edwards. 65 yards for touchdown. I'm so sick and tired of saying this guy's name, but Edwards had 5 touchdowns. Osage wins big, travels to John Burroughs for their semifinal matchup. And Class 1 action, there's Drake Buffington Westran at home versus South Shelby. First quarter, Westran. Buffington passed to Clay Ames. This would lead to a 7-point lead for Westran. Still first quarter, South Shelby running back Sean Bertrand gets some yards up the middle. More on him later. South Shelby quarterback David Heathman passed to Wes Mefford. David Heathman, and there's his daddy. Third quarter, Heathman, 1-yard touchdown run. This puts them up 14-7. Sets up South Shelby. Bertrand for another 1-yard touchdown run, 21-7 South Shelby. He had 216 yards on the day. South Shelby wins 28-14, avenging last year's quarterfinal loss. In Class 5, Camdenton versus Kirkwood. Second quarter, Camdenton's Corey Simpson with a 5-yard touchdown pass to Ryan Elliott. Kirkwood is on the board, 14-6. Still second quarter, Kirkwood's B.J. Buckner with a 9-yard touchdown pass to Mike McHugh. 21-6 K Wood. Then McHugh with a catch and touchdown run. He had 4 touchdowns in the game. Kirkwood wins 46-18. High school soccer quarterfinals, Rockbridge hosting Nixa. Second half, Rockbridge's Matt Kelly with the goal. 1-zip Bruins. Oh, off the bar, I like that. Later in the second half, Rockbridge's Austin Powell scores right here for the Bruins. Rockbridge wins 2-zip. Rockbridge wins. They play Oakville at 6 p.m. Friday night in the state semis. The Columbia College volleyball team lost the tournament title earlier today against Missouri Baptist, but the men's basketball took the same floor tonight, hoping for a win against Avila. First half, Columbia College's Devin Griffin right here with the spin move, and he makes that jumper. 14-3 Cougars. And he loves that. Ariel Elridge of the women's team on the hand. It's still first half. Former Helias Crusader Zach Rockers drains that tray. 19-17 Cougars. And Nicole Murphy was in the crowd. Devin Griffin with the floater for 2. 28-17 Columbia College. And then Rockers again for 2. Columbia College wins 80-64. It advances to 3-0 on the season. And a couple of final notes for you. The Missouri women's basketball team topped Texas A&M Corpus Christi 75-58. Columbia College volleyball entered their conference. That is sports.